as far as I can get the camera, I will show you. We want the camera, I'll just take it out so you can see what we want. I want the camera to just slide in, keep pushing forward so we can see. You see how there's holding water right there?
Yeah.
Right there where it starts, right here. I'm gonna attempt one more time to bypass that obstruction right there. See what happens. It's not passing the camera. We are about 65 feet away. I have about 150 feet. Normally I run 150 feet most of the time. Not a problem. The only issue is, I don't want to say it's a small diameter to clean out, but the turns. There's multiple turns. So when there's so many turns, the camera's, it's not going to have enough play to go through that blockage right there. Pretty much bounce and bypass. The camera's stopping right there. So I cannot run the camera all the way through the city connection.
Yeah. What does that mean?
We have to install a clean out in front of the house and remove that right there. And also the roots that is in the line. Okay. Just cut them. Just hydrojet. Yeah. The only thing is that's concrete. Hydrojet's not going to cut that. I have a special machine. It's called a D-scale. It's a chain knocker. So that's going to shave off the concrete. You cannot run the camera all the way through.
You can't run something through the piping that would shed the roots?
Yes. The only issue is the diameter of the clean out.
Oh, I see.
You need a minimum.
So you can't even jet it.
Yeah, no. Can't even put it in there.
No.
You need a hydrojet with a fast power.
The roots, I already bypassed the roots. Not an issue. It's that right there. That concrete right here, that's holding all the water. The camera cannot pass that area there.
It's not allowed.
And then how much further do you need to go to the front of the house?
So where I would have said ready is at the T connection, the Y connection. So let's say if it's in the middle of the street, you have the city lateral line right here, then your connection, whether if it's a T or a Y connection, wherever that last connection is at, it's called the saddle connection. From that point, just getting the camera feed in, I would say let's check out the line, let's scope it out. The moment that I just take it a feet back, 1 foot back, right there, you're responsible all the way up to everything on property.
So how many feet do you need? How many feet is that?
It's hard to say. I can be maybe 5 feet away. I can be another 20 feet.
So we're still under the house?
No, if I'm not mistaken, we're about minus this 60 feet away. You're already talking about close to maybe the connection to the city.
So close
to the city's connection. Excuse me.
Okay.
City line. You're pretty close to the city line. You are still responsible up to the city line. So whether if it's where the sidewalk is at, or the middle of the street, or on the other side, wherever their line is at, wherever you Y off or T in, you're responsible.
So even if it's 5 feet, you still gotta dig 5 feet because I'm responsible for that.
But you don't have to. It's not critical. It's not broken. You just have to install a clean out, a bigger diameter pipe, so I can run my machines through that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it has to be 4-inch diameter.
Yeah.
3 inch, yes. The pipe is 4-inch, so I'm gonna install a 4-inch clean out. From that point, I can run all 3 of my machines through there.
And it's not about the camera. It's about what you found in the lines. So
yeah. So that's concrete right there.
Is the concrete dipping down, or what? Why would there be concrete there?
So here's a clay pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a hub. Here's an O-hub. Mm-hmm. So the moment that the joints touch like that, they usually saturate it with concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how concrete joinings of the clay stayed together. So of course they overfilled it at the time being. And 100 years ago, they didn't have cameras. They didn't know that we had to run cameras, and they had
ever
rotors.
Clean out
Right. They did. Things got advanced.
Thingy.
They didn't know back in the days. So now that you need to run a camera, the camera doesn't go through.
So this is cement seepage. It's not necessarily a break. It's a
No,
cement seepage
yeah,
for the
yeah. It's not.
connection.
You don't have to replace pipes. All
Okay.
you really need is a clean out, remove the roots, and remove the concretes.
Okay.
Because we want to get the camera to the last connection, so you can 100% see the line.
So you can do that?
Yes, that's what I specialize on.
And then how much is that?
I have to locate the line, and I will give you. I'll help you out on the price,
All right.
since you're coming from Mencha. Okay.
Yeah.
Help you out.
And then let's see, what's the rest of the line? How's is it
Going
messy?
backwards?
Yeah, coming backwards. Are there a lot of roots?
It's a camera.
Yeah, there's roots. Roots, I'm not really, unless it really breaks the line. Roots you can maintain. Roots are not really a huge issue unless it breaks the line.
Yeah.
So you just gotta maintain it, and that's it.
Those are a lot of turns.
A lot of turns.
There's no real straightaway. That's so weird.
The reason why, right there. See the roots?
Yeah.
You wanna see? You wanna see the roots?
Look what's growing in the sewer.
Look at the roots from the trees.
It's a tree growing in your
From the
pipe.
tree.
And check this out. Clay pipe is not an issue. It's just that how we live in California, seismic moving activities, so they're going to break at the
Right.
joints. They're still in Italy. You were talking about clay pipe.
Yeah.
That's there for thousands of years, and they haven't broke.
Yeah.
Because the material is good. It's just that we live in an area with
Yeah, the
earthquakes.
The
Move and
aqueducts
shit.
is wrong.
Yeah.
We're still using the same system,
Yep.
for sure.
But now you don't need it. I'm just saying. Just speaking. Now they just replace it with plastic, and plastic is as good as clay. It's just that you don't have any joints, concrete joints. Just roots. They just need maintenance. That's it. You never had a backup, more than likely.
No.
Okay, because the line's not broken. The toilet paper from that area, it can get stuck, but it's too far away. The moment that it fills up, it's just going.
Push it through.
Yeah. The only thing is that the camera is not going to go through.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
So it's a good thing that this is an old house because it's all clay, right?
Sometimes clay breaks.
But this is the.
Oh, 100 years old. Imagine that.
Yeah.
101, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Look, the pipe is not broken.
Yeah.
It just needs maintenance.
Okay.
That's all what it needs.
Little tree coming through the top. Not bad.
Jack Toronto tree out there.
There it is.
Well,
Just roots. So
It's a camera,
So
baby.
he flushes it out?
the roots will be flushed out with the hydrojetter,
Mm-hmm.
and the concrete I will use another machine. It's called a D-scale. That machine cuts the concrete.
Okay, sorry,
In the
because I
line.
missed the whole first part of what you were talking
so
about.
his only issue is your little clean out is so small compared to what they normally are now. And normally he would come and just hydrojet so he can shove the high powered water and everything straight through. But one, that's too small. And then two, you missed at the beginning. Like now we're seeing that long line. You see when he's pulling it out, you can kind of see that nice tunnel.
Mhm.
But most of yours is actually like this. So every couple of feet it turns.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of interesting. So he was saying it just makes it difficult.
I
So
see.
then his answer was
The concrete. You heard about the concrete in the line?
To-
Okay,
to
gotcha.
install the.
Yeah.
I was talking about he wants
Yes.
to install a clean out. So one of these in the front that's much bigger, where he can run it through and clean it out.
This is 1.5 inch. We need a 4-inch diameter.
Bigger.
Oh yeah, we
Wider
have
around.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we need it the same size as the main.
Yeah, okay.
This is just a branch.
Yeah, okay.
Branch cleanup.
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah. I know I didn't get the camera all the way through. The camera can only speak for itself. I can't see underground. I'm sure you haven't had any issues. I'm more than likely sure that you're not going to have any more issues besides that. Really, it's just that. And of course, you have to get the camera all the way through to be there on the inspection.
So that nice, most places have that nice straight line all the way back, and then everything kind of turns to it. And it's great because you can see everything. And then it actually you have
Just
really
like
have
that.
a lot more. So
Turns.
you've got a.
Two turns like that, back to back.
You see how like the tunnel disappears?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody was wanting to show off their